Peter King says that the likely landing spot for Le'Veon Bell is the Jets because they've got $116 million in cap room.
That is a boatload of cap space.
And they need to win ASAP.
Right.
He says, I can't see Bell to the Colts unless it's a discount. But he does mention at the end of his tweet, he does think Washington and Miami are possible.
Why does
well.
everybody throw the Skins in every
I think
rumor?
this is just because maybe they could have a little bit of interest in Bell, but there's no way they can afford Bell.
Yeah, in what scenario would they be able to fit him in cap-wise? They would have to release probably 5 players to make it happen.
Maybe I mean, they've got Chris Thompson, and they've got Geis, assuming he's at least 80, 90%. And then I still would love to have AP there as an insurance. Le'Veon Bell's probably better than all of them, of course, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's a huge need. That's the one position I don't think is a huge need.
If I'm an owner in the present-day NFL and my GM walks in and says, we're going to spend $40 or $50 million on Le'Veon Bell, I'm going to tell him to pack up everything in a cardboard box and walk directly out of the compound. Because there's no way I'm spending that sort of money on a running back. I don't care how game-changing guys get plugged in and do a pretty close, approximation of what the starter does, if not better, at a much cheaper price. I'm going to say no thank you to Le'Veon Bell.
Well, look,
I'm going to look elsewhere.
If you have $120 million to spend on the cap and you're desperate to win and
you need a splash
you want to
move,
put some
then
more
maybe
people in the seats,
maybe I can consider it. But for the most part, spending that much money on a running back like him with suspension issues,
there's just no way.
I'm just not going to get anywhere near that.
Right. So it looks like the Jets are the best spot, but there's no chance the Redskins would sign Le'Veon Bell.
It just doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe, who knows? I would never say something's no chance
does not make
with them.
sense.
You just don't know.
I would say, usually I would agree with you, but for him in particular, considering all the reasons you just named with Geis and, Thompson and possibly AP coming back, there's just no way that they're going to go. And you can't afford them.
It's one of the few positions
That's what I think the biggest factor is. You can't afford them.
They can't afford it, but I actually think it's one of the few positions where they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah,
they're not great.
If Geis can rush for 1,000 or 1,200 yards and he stays healthy, then they're doing all right at that spot.
Plus, don't forget. I know it's hard because Thompson gets hurt about 3 games in every single year. That guy's mega talented. If he could ever stay healthy.
Yeah, but he can't.